Hey everyone, welcome to the next part of the Getting Started with Machine Learning series, that is dictionaries in Python. So dictionaries or a dictionary is another data structure in Python, similar to lists, but when it comes to indexing, lists are indexed from 0 to n minus 1, right? The indexing is very different in dictionaries. So let us see what dictionaries and how they work. Okay, so here you can see I have a dictionary. So first difference, dictionaries are placed inside curly brackets, whereas lists are inside square brackets. Second difference, you can see a string here, then a colon and a second string here. Again, comma, another string, colon, an integer, and then again the same pattern. So the left part of the colon is nothing but the index. In lists, what you had was index was given automatically. Alright, so the index for a particular element was given automatically by the interpreter or compiler. But here you have to mention the index explicitly. And there the indexing for the first element starts from 0 and it goes on till n minus 1 for n elements. But here, no matter what the number of the element is, you can give it any index, right? So you can see the first element's index, that is RAM. The first element's index is the string name. The second element, that is 20, so the index is age, and the third is Geetam and its index is college. So as you can see, I have stored the details of a person called Ram, that is his name, his age, and the college. And let's see, we'll just print the dictionary, and there you go. So the dictionary has been printed. Now to store the value of a particular index in a variable, so what we do is we simply use the index like we use in lists. So if I have to access the 10th element of list, I write list of 9. Similarly, if I have to access, say, age of the person Ram, then I have to simply write age in the square brackets and the name of the dictionary outside it. So then if you see, 20 will be stored in X, and if we print X, then we have 20 here. All right. Now, another difference between lists and dictionaries is that in a dictionary, if you have to add a new element, then you simply have to write the index inside the square brackets. So hometown is not here. As you can see, there is no hometown in this dictionary. But now I want to add hometown. Then simply inside the square brackets, I can write hometown. That is the index. And then whatever the value I want to store, I can write it on the RHS. And in lists, whereas in lists, if you want to add a new element, you need to write dot append. You need to use the function. But here you can simply mention the new index in the square brackets and then the value on the RHS. So as you can see, I have added hometown index and the value of that particular index is Hyderabad. Okay, so I'll just execute this. And as you can see, earlier we had only till college, and now we have hometown as well. After college, we have hometown as well. So this is how you add new values to a dictionary. Okay. Now, if I want to update a value in a dictionary, again, it's pretty simple. Just you use the index inside the square brackets, and then on the RHS, enter the new value. Okay. So initially, the age of Ram was 20, right? It was 20. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using the index age and then equating it to a new value. Okay, so my dictionary of age is equal to 21. So now as you can see, if I print the dictionary, the age has been updated. So pretty simple, dictionaries are pretty simple to use. Now how to iterate through a dictionary. In lists, if you use this particular loop, then you'll directly get the elements. But here there's a catch. The catch is, here you'll get the indices, not the elements. So in lists, if you use the same loop, if I have values from 10, 20, 30, 40 till 100, then this loop will print values till 100. That is what 10, 20, 30, 40. That is the elements of the list. But if I use the same loop for a dictionary, you can see the indices are printed. So name, age, college, and hometown. That's what is printed here. Name, age, college, hometown. So if you want to access the values, there's a method in dictionary called dot values. So what this particular method will do is it will return the values of a particular dictionary. So I'm giving my dictionary dot values. So what it will do is it will return a list of values that my dictionary has. So my dictionary right now has Ram, 21, Geetam, and Hyderabad, right? So if you see, I've also done, what I've done is I have printed directly I, right? I have directly printed I. So that means I have got a list of the values that my dictionary has. Now it will directly print the values. So you can see Ram 21 Geetam Hyderabad, correct? So I have printed the values using the dot values function. Another way to print the values of a particular dictionary is, as I told you earlier, this particular loop returns to you the indices. Okay, so here I have got the indices. Now what I'll do is I'll just put I in here. So the first time this loop is iterated, name will come in, and my dictionary of name is nothing but Ram. So Ram will be printed. Second time age will come in, my dictionary of age is nothing but 21, and so on. So again, another way to print the values is this. Okay, again as you can see, Ram 21 Geetam Hyderabad. Okay, another method, important method for dictionary is dot items. Okay, so items, what it will do is it will return a list of indices and a list of values. So one list will have all the indices of the dictionary and the other will have all the items in the dictionary or all the values in that dictionary. So here I have two iterators, I and j. The first iterator goes through the index, the second iterator goes through the values, because this particular method, that is the items method, returns to me two lists. One is with the indices, the other is with the values. And if I execute this, you can see what I'll get is, there you go, index value, index value, index value, index value. So a pair of index and values, and the value is for a particular index only. Okay, so this is how you can access the elements, print the elements, or change the elements of a particular dictionary. Now if I want to delete a particular item of a dictionary using its index, okay, so what I'll do is I'll use the pop method, and inside that pop method I'll give the index of that particular value I want to delete. So what hometown had was Hyderabad. So I want to delete this particular record from my dictionary. So what I've done is my dictionary.pop, and inside that I have given my index. Okay, so I've given the hometown, and now if you see, after I print this, there will not be any hometown. Okay, so that particular value is deleted. Now another method is my dictionary.pop item. What this pop item will do is it will delete the last item in that particular dictionary. Okay, so the last item will be deleted. You need not pass any arguments to this, it will automatically delete the last element. Now let us print this, and there you can see I had college here. Now the last element, that is college, has been deleted. Okay, one important point to note is that here I have only used strings. Mainly I have used strings because I was storing the details apart from age. You can use any kind of data type for the indexing and any kind of data type for the value. So you can see I execute this, I have stored 10 is the index and 13 is the element, 13.0, that is a floating point value and a integer index. Again, if I can also use a floating point index and a string value. So as you can see, it executes properly. So I can store integer, any type of indices and any type of values, no matter what my information is. Okay, so this is how dictionaries are used in Python. Okay, so you can connect with us at this particular URL. Here we update all our upcoming events and Q&A sessions. We are Developer Student Club, Geetam University, Visakhapatnam. Thank you so much. For any queries or if you have any questions, you can throw them in the comment section. We will answer each and every one of them. Thank you.